Hi, I'm Real Generic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 13, Volume 3. This week I'm doing a sort of shorter one. I was out at the Christmas party last night. I'm not worse for wear, but I'm doing a shorter one. I've chosen some things that I'd quite like to play, or it looks like I could play. You never know with these things. Sometimes you open them and discover they're not actually what you think's on the tape, because, well, that's the nature of what's on the tape, really. So this one theoretically says it's got Monty Mole and Blockbusters on it. However, when we open it up, and I have to admit, I love this. I love that 80s style sort of, blank professional custom length cassettes. Custom length cassettes, it's a C15. How can it be a custom length? Seriously, it's going to be 7.5 minutes, as it says there, on anything, but it's a custom length cassette. What does that actually mean? Means nothing. Anyway, besides the point, it does actually say it's Monty Mole and Blockbusters on here. However, it says Monty Mole on this side, which is exciting. And on the other side, I don't know if you can read that, it says Contoni Wilf, full volume. So, that's not... Oh, sorry, Coco Tony Wilf. Coco Tony? I always say Contoni, but it's actually Coco Tony Wilf, which is another one of my favourite games. So I saw that and I thought, well, we'll give it a go. If not, we're going to have a P, please, Bob, with Blockbusters, which is fine. We can do that. We can do a P with Blockbusters. So we got that one, and I also picked this one up, which also got in the corner of it here. I think we've seen Paintbox before, and now I bought a copy of this not that long ago, and I can't remember where I put it, actually, otherwise I would show you. But I bought a copy of... I'm just looking behind me and seeing if I can see it, and so you can run over and grab it and chuck it in front of the camera. I can't see it to hand, but anyway, but Paintbox and Pyjamarama. I'm going to give that one a go first, I think, because Paintbox and Pyjamarama. But it was another one I picked up, and I think about Pyjamarama is that I keep playing it, but I'm not very good at it. I like the one with the car in it. What's that called? Is that called Ultimania? From sort of the Micro Mega, isn't it? That's the name of the company. But anyway, so we've got that one, and that's a mighty W.H. Smith's tape. So I'm expecting good things there. So I'm expecting both of these to load. So without further ado, he says, moving up and down. Without further ado, let's get that one into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so let's go down to our favourite, down to basic, and then we'll go with load dit, or load speech marks. It's basically loads the first thing on the tape. I don't think I ever described that really when I'm talking about it. I probably do later on in the videos, but basically it loads the first thing that it finds on the tape, which is great, because that's what you want to do, load the first thing. Otherwise, you need the name of the program that you're going to load. So this should be Paintbox. This is one of the more random of these two tapes. I definitely wanted to play Monty Mole, because it was one of those games, as a kid, I desperately wanted. It was £7.95, I remember that specifically. £7.95, and it was everywhere. And I remember there was a TV show that it featured on briefly. Can't remember which one that was, though. That's not a good start. TV show. I'm sure it featured on one briefly, and I remember seeing it and going, "That is a game I want to play." But of course, it was way out of my pocket money range, and realistically, I was terrible with money as a kid. I used to spend all of it on budget Spectrum games before I could even, or games that were reduced in cost. That's how I ended up with Checkered Flag, because I got my original Spectrum was a rubber key one bought for the family. It was going to be a family computer. We were all going to use it, and ended up being my computer. But Checkered Flag was one of the games that didn't come with it. It was like part of the Sinclair range that didn't there. So I actually had to go out and find a copy of Checkered Flag. It wasn't there. So it was one of those games that I was really chuffed when I got it, and I remember getting it, and I was thinking it was £1. It had been reduced to £1, and I was delighted. I got home and I played it, and I think I played it all day. Checkered Flag with the sort of the chain. There was an interesting game in that one, Checkered Flag. But I know I played it last week. But interesting game that there was a faster turn and slower turn, left and right. So you could get a sort of a nicer sort of feel when you moved around the whole thing. Now this one, Paintbox. Now I actually bought this from Sinclair for Sale, which is a group on Facebook, and I bought this one from Sinclair for Sale because I'd not played it, because you can't really play a Paintbox program and plotting and printing Paintbox program, but I bought it because of that I'd sort of seen it, and I was like, it's quite good actually, and I wanted to see the instructions and the other things that went with it. So I bought this one, and it comes in quite a large sort of the Ultima Underworld or Night Law box, that cardboard type box that it comes in. I can't remember where it is though. I was looking for it before when we were doing when I was doing sort of the intro there. I was digging for it, but I couldn't quite find it. But it. Oh, that's not a good start. Let's see if we can get this load. Come on. That's not good. Come on, load the bytes. Start loading the bytes. We got no bytes being loaded. I'm going to turn up the volume a bit. This mighty W.H. Smith's tape has not been as mighty as it usually is. Get the volume turned up a bit. There's something wrong with there. I heard it. Oh, it's a bit annoying. Right, let's see if I can find it on the old PlayZX sort of app. It's the handiest app in the world, realistically, for a Spectrum user. You can find it on if you've got an Android. You can find it in the link below because I always put it in there just in case people want it. So let's see if we can find Paintbox. Paintbox. This is where I cannot find Paintbox. Let's have a little look. Paintbox. 2 words, maybe? Oh. Oh. Not happening. No Paintbox. I can't even find the original tape. As I say, I've got it somewhere. I put it on a pile. Unfortunately, I've put it on a pile. So it's gone. It's gone AWOL. It's gone AWOL. Let's see if we can do the other side of the tape because at least got Pajama Armor on there. As I say, I'm doing not slightly shorter one, but I select some things that I really want. I wanted to play kind of thing. Or at least 2 of them I wanted to play. I'm hoping that one is Coco Tony Wolf, and I'm hoping that the other one is actually Monty Mole. But I wanted to pick some games I wanted to play. As I say, Christmas party last night, lovely. I didn't drink actually. I drove. But it was still nice. I still like to have fun, and I'm one of these people who can still have fun without vast quantities of alcohol and slurring my way through it. I'm quite good with that, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was nice as well. With Christmas dinner and all the other bits and pieces, all trimmings, the usual things. And I had 2 desserts. I had 2 sticky toffee pudding desserts because my friend didn't want one. So I got 2, and I was like, yum, so I yummed that down. And as I've said, I think way back, I've been sort of controlling my calories now for over nearly 2 years. I've been controlling my calories. I still have plenty of space because I actually skipped lunch. Well, I skipped lunch. I had a cookie. For lunch. All right, what am I doing? I need to restart that. Let's just start that again. Let's press the break key. Let's press new, and let's press the load dip because it won't load that definitely. So yeah, so I've been really good with my calories for the last sort of few years, and I kind of eat what I need. I kind of think of myself as a car, and I basically use all my fuel in the day, and then in the morning I refuel again. That's basically how I work. So there isn't any excess fuel there for later. So I am quite good with that nowadays. So I even had these 2 meals, but I basically skipped lunch because I knew that it was going to be fairly excessive, So, but it was a traditional thing. So it was those things that you usually get, those lovely traditional. Don't do that, Pajama Armor. I think Pajama Armor's got one of these quick loader things as well, which is really annoying. This will definitely be on PlayZX, except this doesn't work. It'll definitely be on there. I'll put it in the thing in a minute, but Pajama Armor. PYJ. Pajama Armor. I have got it just in case. We've got it just in case. That doesn't look good, by the way, the loading screen there. That looks like it may be a little bit corrupt. What do you think? Do you think that's actually going to appear properly? No. I'm not having any luck with this one today. I'm really not. But I have found it on the PlayZX. So we'll swap over to PlayZX, and PlayZX will do the job. So we can get sorted with that whole thing. Hang on a second. So. Have you had a Christmas do? Are you finished for Christmas? What are we all doing? What are we working Christmas? Some people. I've got a small job to do in between Christmas, but normally we're kind of off from Christmas, so Christmas Eve to the New Year. So that's quite nice. But I have one small, teeny, minuscule job to do within that sort of time, which I can do from home. So thankfully Can do it remotely, which is always a good thing. So I've got a small job. It'll literally take me 30 minutes to do once I've done it, but it's just one of those things. It's gonna I can't change the timing of it because of various reasons, but I can't change the time. But other than that, it's gonna be a chilled out thing. So only thing I've got to do is book in the 29th of December that I have to do something. However, that's also a really good day as well, because you know what's out on 29th of December. The Book of Fett is out that day. That's the official launch day for the Book of Fett. That's not looking good, is it? We're not having fun with Pajama Armor today. Let's see if we can find another version of it that might work. There is a re-release which is because it's a turbo loader. It's one of them horrible sort of fast loading versions of it. Stop. This one, play. Right, we're playing a Spanish, by the looks of things, re-release, and it's a lot longer loader time, so I think it's a lot slower, which is a good thing because the turbo ones are horrible. They're like half the time, though. To be fair, the turbo ones are like half the time to actually do it, but this is the re-release. I'm hoping it's the same game. If it isn't the same game, Merry Christmas, something different. Stars version of it. Looks like the levels for it. Now, I think Pajama Rama, if I remember rightly, because there was quite a lot of what I would call franchises back in the day. You got Dizzy, obviously, and you've got. Did they rename it Stars for the Spanish market? Possibly did. There's Dizzy, and there was obviously Horace. He had a number of games, I guess a franchise, if you want, of games that he had. And then you had the Wally family, and this is I don't remember what he's called, but this is the father of the Wally family from Everybody's a Wally, and he is asleep here. The idea is I think you have to wake him up, otherwise he'll miss going to work, or miss going to the dole office, one of the two, because they were very politically sort of savvy, these games. There was that hint of whatever else of weird things, because I mean Monty Mole is effectively a political drama about the coal miners' strike. Monty's cold and he's stealing coal from the coal mining, and I think it's the Union man Arthur Scargill appears in the loading screen, if I remember correctly. So there were some quite political messages here, about especially Everyone's a Wally. I think everybody was avoiding work in that one, and he had to get his gyro or something similar, which is effectively his maintenance check from the government to survive. I'm explaining that for anybody who's non-English, who doesn't live in England or Britain or not understand that. Anyway, but they were quite political, some of these things. I don't think they do that at all nowadays. In fact, if they get hit with controversy nowadays, they just slink off or ignore it, don't they? They don't do anything realistically about it. I mean, if you've ever seen on my channel, I don't know that not everybody watches everything on my channel, but I do obviously my Eurotruck one. They slinked away from a little bit of controversy because back in the early days of the pandemic, which is almost 2 years ago now, early days of the pandemic, they did an event on what's known as World of Trucks, which included about taking vaccinations, and they didn't take transporting them, basically transport vaccinations, and instead of taking a stand when sort of hit by the people who aren't wanted to have vaccines, and sort of saying, science kind of suggests that they're there, and I don't want to upset any anti-vaxxers, but who may watch, but the thing is, instead of taking a stand on clinical evidence, they said nothing. They never supported one way or the other. No vaccinations yes or no vaccinations no. And as a result, a little bit of controversy from them, realistically, which is a bit of a shame. And I think that's the problem with things. So they would have been better off not doing the event and not having the controversy that went with it than doing the event and having the controversy. But they wanted to do the event because obviously a lot of people have been vaccinated in around Europe and whatever else it is, and the rest of the world. So I think that they decided that they wanted to do something like now we're doing Christmas deliveries, which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? It's Christmas deliveries. Not that I play World of Trucks, but I certainly keep up to date with what they say on their forums and things like that. But no, just that kind of thing. But back in the day, back in the 80s, they were quite happy to do controversial things. I even suggest, oh god, it's in Spanish as well. I almost suggest as well that I think it's T for keyboard, but we'll see in a second. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, bless me, my cotton socks. Oh, it's even Spanish-ized as well. So it's called Stars, and there's Wally going for it. And we've got to wake him up. Right, okay, let's see if we can push a key. Oh, God. 3 redefined, this is going to be fun. Left, right, jump. I'm going to hope those are right. Let's press enter to play. No, it's the other way around. So we got a key. There's Wally. And he's going for his... Look at this. Mad turkeys. It's Christmas! Christmas turkeys! Yeah, and you don't... Basically, you try to avoid waking up. And there's certain things you have to do to make Wally actually... Oh, God, I've been hit by an axe. It's like Game of Thrones. I've just started watching Game of Thrones, by the way. So you know, don't spoil anything for me. But let's just be honest. I've just started the process of becoming a whatever it is, Game of Thrones. I'm actually at the end of season 2 at this point in time. I've not seen the last episode, end of season 2. So I never saw it back in the day. I never watched it. It seems to be, from what I've seen. And I've been investigating watching it for a while. It seems to have a lot of killings in it, to quote the League of Gentlemen. Lot of killings. I loaded that and I've not enjoyed it much at all. Look, I got through 10%. I haven't done what I meant to do. I've only got 162 pesos. Yeah, they proper developed this one, didn't they? I've got a copy of this somewhere. El Radio. I'm not sure what I meant to do to get him to wake up. Lift on. Lift on. Ooh. Barrels take you somewhere as well. It's one of these ones that requires a map, isn't it? I mean, graphically, it's quite nice. I mean, it looks nice. There's nice characters. It's nice fat Wally and all this kind of stuff. It looks good. There's the code for the door I need there, obviously. It's one of these ones I never really got into. I never really got into Everyone's a Wally either. It wasn't one of the ones that I really got into. It wasn't a game I kind of like, oh yes, this is the game for me. It certainly it took a little bit of getting used to, if that makes sense. Yeah, but let's go for it. But yeah, sorry, back to Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's a lot of killings and a lot of the naughtiness. There were a lot of people rubbing things together, so there does a lot of that goes on within the old Game of Thrones. It seems thus far, and there's some dragons in it as well, some little dragons so far. Little dragons that can cook their own dinners. I saw that. That was very exciting. I was like, very good. I do. To be fair, the thing that stands out for me are some of the great one-liners more than anything else. And one of the first season was the gentleman. And if you've seen it, there's a gentleman. They're introducing each other. And, you know, it's somebody's son of something, somebody's son of something. And he gets to this other guy and he looks at him and he says, you know what, I can't remember his name. It's somebody, son of, and he goes, you wouldn't know him. And I liked that line. I thought that was quite good when he's like, you wouldn't know who my father was. It was well, you wouldn't know him. So I quite liked that. There was some nice little one-liners. I wonder how close it is to the actual book. Is it close? I mean, those people who've read the books, is it close to the books? I don't think the books are finished, are they? I don't know. It's what's it called? R. Martin and whatever else it is. R. Martin or whatever it is. Anyway, who wrote it? And as I say, I wonder how close it is to the actual books in this kind of front. What you normally find, as I certainly know the last few seasons, were they didn't have a book, so it must have been written by committee. And I know he was involved, but I think it was written by committee rather than written by the original writer. So I'm told the last couple of seasons aren't very good. But either way, that's not the point realistically. There we go, Monty. It was last week. Everybody, by the way, came probably rightfully back with it. Was free Monty was Monty Christmas the free one that was given away with your Sinclair, I think. Sinclair Christmas thing for him. So I think that's what everybody came back with last week. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'm quite enjoying it thus far. It's a bit silly at times. I do think it's quite the level of the absolute level of sort of hack and slashery is hilarious. To be honest with you, I know it's meant to be gritty, but I actually think it's quite funny, especially when you got the fella, I think who they call the dog or whatever, the hound, comes and just cleaves a man in half. I thought that was quite funny. Just literally cleaves a man in half and then quits the battle. And I thought it was really quite funny. So yeah, I've enjoyed parts of it. I haven't got to the coffee until now, but I have coffee. If you've got a coffee, there you go. That's Arthur Scargill. You see, he's in there. He's watching Monty because Monty's like cold and he needs some coal for his house. And there's a man with Gremlin. There's a Gremlin from Gremlin Graphics. That's a cool gremlin, actually, to be fair. I don't think I'd ever taken any time to notice the gremlin, but little Monty Mole on the Commodore 64, dreaded Commodore 64, on the dreaded Commodore 64 is absolutely abysmal. I have played this stat on my channel. If you want to go look for it, it is not a good version of it. But you see, that was the thing back in the day. Now, if you get a game, here's the hilarious part: you get a game. And all the systems are the same. So your PlayStation 5, your Xbox Series X, which I still think is the stupidest name ever, and your PC, their versions are absolutely identical of everything. The only thing that tweaks is graphical fidelity, sound maybe, and a few other minor things. So they're all the same. But back in the day, quite often the Commodore version or the Amstrad version and the Spectrum version were all written in isolation. This is the brief. And then they gave the brief and they went and did it and they created completely separate and interesting games. The only time it happens now, by the way, when it comes to making separate versions of games is Nintendo Switch. Because the Switch, although you can get some of the games that cross over between the two and they drop the fidelity of the graphics again and all this kind of stuff. Although they do that, there are actually the Switch itself actually gets separate versions of games or different versions of games, or they usually change the name slightly. So I think there's so for instance, it could be Monty Mole. I wouldn't call it Switch, but Monty Mole's Coal Hunt or something similar, and they would change it like that, and you would get a slightly different version, which would be more akin to what the Switch would be capable of doing. So the Switch gets interesting other games that you wouldn't get necessarily on other platforms. It's quite nice that it does that. So you get some interesting little bits and pieces that do that. I'm wearing a Christmas t-shirt, by the way, at the moment. I hope you're wearing a Christmas t-shirt. Mine's got Stormtroopers on it with wearing tinsel. I mean, you can't beat Stormtroopers. I love Stormtroopers. In the Star Wars world, right? I'm a big fan of Clone Troopers. I like the Clone Trooper armor. I think it's quite good. And I also like the Stormtrooper armor. I think that's really good as well. I have to admit, even like the First Order stuff, even though that's rubbish. The last three of the Star Wars things. But I do like those Stormtrooper outfits. I do think they're really cool. Those trooper outfits are really smart. Do you know what I need? I need a snow one. From Hoth. I need one of those. I don't think I've got one of them. I think I've got it on my wish list, but I'm waiting for the price to come down to sort of something sensible. I think it's about like £30 for one of those, but I want the snow ones. But I really like Stormtroopers in the Star Wars universe, and obviously you've got to have a Darth Vader, so I've got a couple of Vaders. I like Vaders, but also I really kind of like droids. So my collection of Star Wars figures, because most of my Star Wars figures are on card, and basically I collect them. When I see them, they're available. Most of them, unless they're like cheap in a supermarket, for the current sort of things, most of them are Stormtroopers and droids. I love droids. I love to see these sort of powerful sort of droids that are actually out there. I do like those. I kind of like those kind of. Oh, there we go. Doo doo. Do 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 do. There we go, we're on. But I do love those. I love droids and things like that. I think they look cool. I just think that's one of my favourite things about the Star Wars universe. But anyway, do 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 do. That's the tune. All right, what's the controls? Let's jump. Right, so first we've got to get the bucket. and there's a man comes out here with this large beer gut, and you've got to stop him taking his wicked way with. I can't believe I've just died there. I was trying to avoid getting hit by that, but stop him having his wicked way with Monty, and then Monty gets the longest death sequence in the world because he gets a bit of song. Do 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 do, and then we go again. So the idea is not to die because it's awful. Come on, go on, jump, run, and then you get in here, and then he's gone. Right now, I've got to collect all the coal because Monty is cold. And if I don't collect all the coal, what happens is there's a part of the level that doesn't open up later on in the game. And Monty can't fall very far either. That's one of the other things that Monty's got. I love the way that this crusher has the word crush written on it. Look, crush. Don't hit me. Yep. Everything kills you, as usual. Oh, hang on. I can go up here. I remember this. Oh, wow! Do. It looks a little soul going up to heaven. Why did Monty die so fast? Aren't 3 lives enough to last? The hazards that confront a mole on his search for precious coal. Don't let Monty die in vain. Press any key and try again. I love the little poem that comes with that game. And that was even rhymed as well. So, right. Come on then. I'll let him drop that. Come on. And up. And over. And jump. And run before that horrible miner gets me, so he can't get into his own mine. He's got put on a bit of Christmas weight. Can't get into his own mine anymore. That's so weird, actually, if you think about that. He can't get into the mine that you're going into to grab his coal. I think we found a flaw in the game. Just a small one. No! Oh, I was alright. I don't know why I was alright there, but I was alright. There we go. And the coal. There we go. Can I fall off that? Can I climb down? I can. We're okay. We've got the first set of coal. I love the graphics on this. First set of coal. And we've got to go there. We've got to collect that. Can we collect the candle? Yes, we can. I can remember that. There was some reason why you collect the candle. It's a weird game, this, because it doesn't really... I mean, obviously the obvious flashing things are collectibles, and I made a pulls up with that. But certain things are collectible, but it doesn't make it obvious what is collectible, if that makes sense. Sometimes, like the candle's definitely collectible, and the just sorry, quiet while I cross that part. Definitely collectible, but it don't make it obvious that it's collectible. So I'm gonna go collect them because they're collectibles. I'm not sure what that is. But I do know that's a candle, so I'm going to collect that. And then we'll go down here into the next level. And then we'll go in here. We'll get this one first, because I just fell off anyway. So let's go get that one first. Okay, and up here, get this one. Now, you've got to collect all the coal, because there's a certain part of the level that opens when you do a specific thing. And quite honestly, if you don't do it, it's a pain. There we go. That's it, you've got to climb off that one. Do down here. And then in here, we need to go get this one. There's a hammer for a reason in here as well. There's another one. That's what I'm saying. There's some weird stuff. Bombs. Bombs! Shit! Oh! So annoying. Let me go again. We're going again. We're going again. We're definitely going again, alright? We're going again. One more go, and then we're going to go on to my well, hopefully, to one of my favourite games. There we go. Right, don't mess around. Let's do it. One of my favourite games on the Spectrum. Now I understand it was a competition back in the day. I didn't know that. I got it when it was on Soft Aid? Sugar. I should have jumped. Soft Aid. So Coco Tony Wolf was on Soft Aid thing, and basically you're helping I think a mad wizard, isn't it, to get back certain crystals that are hidden across time. And everybody says to me, if you press 1, 2, or 3, you can skip the levels, which is really cool, because I'd like to skip the levels, so I don't have to worry about doing them again, if that makes sense, or doing level 1 to 2, because to be fair, I don't think I've ever beaten 2, because I think 2 is 1066. Before that, it's like 5000 BC. Here we go. That was crap. I am really bad today. Let's go for it. Let's get this. Let's get this. I haven't even got as far as normally do. It's not an easy game. It's also not easy when you're sort of commentating on yourself, if that makes sense. Sounds like I'm horse racing, doesn't it? And I'm in the final furlong, and I've just crashed into that. There we go. I don't do horse racing. I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's get this tape and it turned over, and let's see if it is Contony Wilf or Coco Tony Wilf, as its real name is, and I just killed Contony Wilf. I think we should just change it to Contony Wilf just because of me. I've asked for it to be changed, so that's the game that we're going to get from future things. Next week I'll try and find something bigger, but remember, next weekend is Boxing Day, so I'll do my best, because of course the day before is Christmas Day, so I'll do my best. We might be delayed. I will put something on my, if you haven't seen it, I've got my Twitter on here somewhere. I might actually put it in the link. I really should put it in the blooming link, shouldn't I? In the description, should I say, below. I'll put my Twitter in, and we can have I will let you know on there. I think I'll be delayed. I think I'm going to delay it to the Monday, so rather than the sort of the weekend, because it's Christmas Day, isn't it? You know, I've got gifts to open and things and all that kind of stuff. Are you all ready though? Are you all set for Christmas? I hope you are. There's one of those things, isn't it, about getting set for Christmas? It's kind of, it always feels like a rush. But my wife for years has been absolutely fantastic when it comes to Christmas. She's very, 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 very sort of organised when it comes to it. Sort of, you know, she's got it done in October basically. But that's taken years of us getting used to the whole process, and there is a good reason to get a lot of stuff done a couple of months early. No, this is going to be Blockbusters. Oh, that's a shame. I'm tempted to load it up anyway, you know, because I've got it on. I've said we're going to do it. I can't find. I won't be able to find an original copy of it, but I'm very tempted just to load it up PlayZX, because we did miss out on Paintbox, didn't we? So we did miss out on that. But yeah, she's very organised and learned that if you do it kind of a bit earlier and get things done a bit earlier, means you don't get that huge expense at Christmas that people often have, you know, especially if you've got young children or children of a certain age. You know, they all want, I don't know, iPhone 10s or something like that. What are we on, 13s? iPhone 13s. Yeah, iPhone 13s. We're going to have a pee, please, Bob. I quite like this. I did quite like playing this a couple of weeks ago, though, when we actually came across it. I did quite enjoy playing the quiz games that we found. I have found Coco Tony Wolf. I think we're going to give that a go as well after this, because it's only a quick load. So definitely going to give it a go, because I love I love the game. It's a great game. Computer sound. It's a shame because it's written on the tape that it is Coco Tony Wolf, but never mind. It won't be at the end of it, I doubt. Well, it might be, actually. We'll try at the end of this tape, because there is a little bit of space. There's 7.5 minutes on here. Remember, it's a unique length, isn't it? Isn't that the one? It's the other one. Yes, this is the one with the unique length, isn't it? Featured length. What was the words that he used? Let me have a little look at the cover again. With the blank professional custom length cassette. Custom length cassette. Yes. There's a lovely RFW tape. Never heard of RFW. Where are they from? Does it say? I'm missing part of the inlay because it's been torn off. So I can't tell you what the country of origin is for this. I don't know who RFW are. Recording supplies. Computer and audio cassette. Audio tape, actually, it says. Tape. Modern one. Blockbusters. Play Blockbusters with me, it says, if you look at the letters. Play Blockbusters with me. Or is that the wrong music? I don't know. It feels like it's the right music. I can't remember. Anyway, we're on for it. We're going for it. We're charging through. Got so many videos to do. As I say, I think I'm gonna put a message out early. Actually, no, I'm making my mind up as we speak. I'm gonna put a message out early. I'm gonna delay the videos for that weekend to the Monday after, I think. So if you're off, you can put your videos in then. I think that's what, you know, for sort of, I'll put my videos on the Monday and the Tuesday afterwards. I think I'm going to delay it a little bit just because of the Christmas break. It's the New Year on the weekend as well. I think it is, isn't it? Oh, blooming is, isn't it? New Year's Day is whatever else. Mind you, Sundays, you know, more. That's not a big drinker really nowadays. I don't mind a drink occasionally, but I'm not a big drinker. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really not. I actually prefer kind of to be more lucid and awake than anything else, so that I can actually sort of, I don't know, play Spectrum games in the afternoon or anything else I want to play, because I'm quite like big fan of the Switch as well. I'm a big fan of the Switch. I wasn't sure I would be. I waited a while before getting the Switch. You know, it came out and I kind of left it, and I was like, yeah, this is not going to be the thing. And I was wrong. Because I play on my Switch more than I play. I've got a PlayStation 4 still. But do you know what I use that for? Watching Netflix, effectively. That's what I use it for. I've got an Xbox Xbox One, just the original version, the one that looks like a big old VCR. I've got one of those, and that really just is gathering dust. That's what its job is. It's to suck up all the dust that's near everything else. I barely turn it on. It's just not used. I cancelled all my subscriptions for all my games. I just did. I just wasn't playing them really anymore. Right, one player. Tell me your name. There we go. Hello, do you want sound? Yeah, go on then. How good are you? 3. New questions? No. Here we go. This looks like a different version of Blockbusters. I don't remember this version. Yes, I'm ready. What D means to take some? What? Well, hang on. What D means to take something apart? Dismantle. Men. I don't know how to spell mantle. Correct. Yay! Letter. So I'm blue, I'm guessing. So I'm going across. So I'm going to go E. Where E does the sun rise in? East. I push the button. East. Was it Blockbusters I played before? There must have been 2 versions of this then. Is correct. What letter? H. Get ready. Got to push a key to answer the question. What's the... hungry. Is that hungry? Spelled it wrong. Missed an E. Heard? Really? Okay, it's going to give you another H now. It's hunger. It's need for food. Hunger. Right, okay, go on then. Ready? I'm ready. H. What H is the lightest gas? hike. Is it helium? Oh, I can't spell. Oh, I spelled helium right. Wrong. Oh, it's hydrogen. Oh, I knew that after I'd done it. It's the second. That's the next gas, isn't it? The helium. Got that wrong. Here we go. Here we go. You ready? What H is the study of the past history? Oh. It's correct. Yes. Let's go. Oh, do we get a P? I need a P, please, Bob. Just for the hell of it. I need a P. P, please, Bob. I got P. What P is the pale? Correct. Yes. I'm definitely a 3. I've decided. I want a B, please, Bob. The bonus goes to Demon. Wins the game. Yes. How many games do I have to play? Do I get like a gold run as well? Ready. I'm ready. There must be a gold run. Do you have to like... I can't remember how many you have to play to do a gold run. Is a poisonous spider? Oh, I pressed the button. I don't know. It's not a tarantula because they're not poisonous. Is it called Tim? Tim the poisonous spider. Tim is wrong. Tin foil. I love the computer's guessing. It's very good. There's a tin foil spider. It's a tarantula. It's not poisonous though, is it? I didn't think a tarantula was poisonous. But plus I couldn't spell tarantula. Brain's gone completely blank. What T is a young frog or a toad? Tadpole. Yay! Okay, let's have a P, please, Bob. Okay. P, please, Bob. I've not seen this version before, definitely not. Plum. Plumber is correct, you bugger. Next letter is H. What's it show? H. All right. Right. Okay, ready? What H is to mean to sleep through the winter? Hibernate. Can't spell it. Hi. Bin. Hibernate. Can't spell it. That's the only problem with this game. You know, because you haven't got hydrogen as his answer. Great, I love that. Its answer is hydrogen for the winter. To hibernate, I couldn't spell it. Brain had gone blank. Okay, ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. What H is to take a long walk in the country? Hike. To take a hike. Hike. I think I want a W now, please. What W? Come on then. What W? What W means to walk through the waters? Wade. No, he's pushed the button. Yes! I like this level. I want a G, please, Bob. What G means real or true? What means real or true? What means real or true? What G means real or true? I'm gonna kick myself when I don't know the answer to this one. Good? No, I don't know. What? Genuine? Oh, bollocks. I mean, oh dear, sorry, I didn't get it right. Genuine? Oh, real or true, yes. What G is great? No, they're not great. They're gas. The computer guessed gas. Gas is the brilliant person. It's genius. Oh, brilliant. I thought brilliant person would be like, great, awesome. Never mind. I got the bonus block. Select letter B. Oh my god. It's a bee that makes honey. I think this goes on forever. It does feel like it's going on forever. What a menace. Is that right? Menace. Menace! Dennis the Menace! Letter. I'm gonna go with a O. I'm gonna go with an O, but you know what I really want to do? Is I want to put a bit of Coco Tony Wilf on. I really want to play that. I'm looking forward to that. That's a game I've been looking forward to. Means not open. Oh, not closed. Sorry, not closed. Open. God, this game is so weird. S. You can beat this one pretty easily. I quite like it in the sense that it's fairly easy to beat, except for the fact that I'm a bit stupid, but flies or goes under cups. Saucer. Saucer. It is a bit easy. Let's have a W. Got a W3, and then press Q, and then we'll have Q. What Q? What Q? Is it quart? For 2 pints? Quart? 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 I cannot spell it. Quart? I don't know. I've spelled it wrong. Queen. He's got a queen for 2 pints. I bet it's quart, but I've spelled it wrong. There we go. How did the computer get a free one there? It's moved. It's taken that. I've lost a split square. I don't remember some of these rules in this game. Quench, isn't it? Oh. I've got not enough. Quench. I'm missing my letters and I can't spell it in my head. Correct. Quench. And pressing the key to continue. You can just continue forever, it looks like, basically. We're gonna play Tony Welf because I've got myself in the mood for it now. So I'm looking forward to Coco Tony Welf, sorry. I'm looking forward to this one because I know it's not on the what's on the tape list there. It wasn't one of the ones there, but let's be honest, I need to play it now because I've talked about it. So let's give it a go. So this is a game, as I say, that I first played on Soft Aid. I really liked it. I pronounced it totally wrong. I put another N in there. So it's Tony Wilf, I suppose, instead of Coco Tony Wilf. There was a quiz with there was a prize, wasn't there? I don't know if anybody ever won the prize. I'm sure they offered like £500 or something stupid like that, and the firstborn of everybody Elite 2 whoever won the prize. But in there, I don't think anybody won it. If they did win it, I don't remember hearing about it, because that kind of feels like, I don't know. I think you got to the end and there was like a code or something similar that you had to write and send back to, but I don't suppose that really mattered to most people. This is not going to load. If this loads, I'll be utterly amazed. It's one of these turbo loaders again. I blooming hate these turbo loaders. They're just so not good for the Spectrum. And as I say, it's Strange Loop, and I always go on about Strange Loop. Strange Loop, the game that I only ever managed to load once in the entire time that I owned the game, just never loaded. Nobody ever loaded Strange Loop. I think that was part of the charm of the game. It was quite impossible to load Strange Loop in the long run. But we'll see if this loads. It'll be fun if it does, but if it doesn't, that's fine. Oh, finishing off the coffee. That was good. Coffee is good. Have you got a beverage? Have you got something to drink today? I'm actually, to be fair, considering the day, you might be having a cooling off day from all the things. I don't know what people are doing for sort of shutdowns and things like that. I mean, we have to say we shut down for Christmas, and on Christmas Day, on Christmas Eve, but a lot of people don't shut down until sort of, well, some people don't. Some businesses are already shut down. Some builders and things like that are already got down. So there's quite a few that are closing down as such. So fingers crossed this works. I'm looking forward to it if it does, because I really want to try that little cheat everybody keeps telling me. As I say, press 1, 2, or 3, and it skips levels to 3. Level 3. I don't know how many levels there are. I certainly remember that it's there are 12 squares in each area, because you can go across. They have like corners to them. It's really quite funny. It's like you're flying in a picture. So it's like a platformer where you fly, and you have to collect a certain number of these sort of futuristic star things to get the whole thing to work. But fingers crossed it does load. I'll be amazed if it does, but you never know. We're getting close to the end of it. I know we are. No, it didn't load. What a surprise! What a surprise! It didn't load. Let's give it a try with the other one. Let's reset the Spectrum and give it another try. That doesn't surprise me that it didn't load somehow. Let's give the other one a go. I don't know if this is the re-release, but we'll give this one a try. This one should work. Yeah, it was a fast loader there. We were on a loser to begin with a fast loader. Big game, this one, though. Lots and lots of memory used by it. This is a re-released version. I don't remember it being re-released, but clearly it was. Did it come out on their Encore? Was it Encore? Yeah, Encore range. There was an Encore range for Elite. I don't know if it came out on that. Feels like it should have done, if that makes sense. It should have. Feels like it was a game that should have been on there, but I don't know. No idea. No idea. Good game though. Very good game. One definitely worth playing. I mean, to be fair, that Softrade collection that I played a number of, probably a year or two ago now on the channel. That was a really great collection. It was a collection of some really fun games. And I know some people don't like Jack and the Beanstalk from what were they called? I want to say Thor or whatever. It is Thor games. That's right. From Jack and the Beanstalk. I still quite liked that back in the day. Did quite like that. It was horrendously difficult. But there's something about horrendously difficult and beating it or getting so far through it that is kind of satisfying. Being able to beat your friends to a certain point and do certain things. It's a nice feeling to be able to do that. It's a really nice feeling to be able to do that. So I used to like, but to be fair, I was also, as time went on. I've played a lot of the games that were good and whatever else it is. I've never really been a AAA gamer, if that makes sense. I have and I haven't, if that makes you know. I've got worse as I've got older about what I really want to play, and I've got specific things. So I've kind of certain AAA games are just not really my thing. I've completely gone off this whole sort of first person or third person shoot 'em up type thing. The current generation is swamped with them. You know, the Fortnites of the world and the what was it, war zones, was the Call of Duty war zones and things like this, and Player Unknown's PUBG thing, you know. So I mean, they're swamped with these kind of games at the moment, and I'm quite convinced they're quite fun for those who enjoy them, but it's kind of. I think I've got bored of them. I've done all those. I've done all the shooting things, and I think you kind of like it when you're a kid, you know, sort of shooting stuff and blasting things in the face and all that kind of stuff. But and I'm not saying I don't still like a bit of that action, you know, when it comes down to it. But I think I grew out of that whole genre of games. I mean, I used to be big into sort of Battlefield, you know, back in the day. Before I kind of proper fell out with EA, and sort of fell out with quite a lot of them, you know. I don't buy Activision anymore, and I don't buy Ubisoft games anymore, and I also don't buy EA games anymore. I try and avoid them profiting on taking money out of my pocket. I mean, to be fair though, you know this. Do you see the latest thing? Good old Peter Molyneux, the chap who created Fable and a few other things. I mean, I'll admit he did do some okay games along the way. There were some good ones and some okay ones. He's now created games that are with these, what's it called, NFTs in it, which are non-fungible something or other. Basically, they're meant to be like digital encrypted artwork within it. I mean, what the F is that? Seriously? What is that all about? And apparently his latest thing, this thing which is like a crypto mining stroke, you know, these non-refundable, whatever it is, non-fundable bits of tat, has made $50 million. $50 million for a game that doesn't exist yet, for digital real estate that never will exist in the real world. What? What world are we living in? I mean, to be fair, if they want to, if they feel like paying me $50 million, I'll give them some space on my on one of my hard disks. There you go, some digital real estate for you. There's a whole gigabytes of space for you. You know, one of them, 1 gigabyte of space for you. You can have a little bit of digital real estate on my. I mean, seriously, what a load of crap. I mean, I mean. Honestly, and those people who are speculating on it are blooming morons, let's be honest. Right, press 3. Oh, look, you can skip the date. Oh, wow. 14/7. Let's do it. Oh, wow. I've never been here. So 14... Somebody told me that this works like this. Wow, never been here. Done 1066, got to 1066, but never got past there. Oh, wow. You've made my day, peoples. There's a druid there, look, a little druid. So there's always these dodgy spots where sugar. You have to float through to get these stars, and when you get all the stars, you then have to search the level for like a big sort of flashing one that basically allows you to travel through time. So the little wolf here is traveling through time, trying to sugar. This is one of them, isn't it? It's one of those hard ones. I think I need to come from below and then fly upwards. So Wilf is trying to travel through time for his wizardy master, who wishes Wilf to... Oh, shh! Get away! Wilf to sort of... It did take me a long time to certainly manage certain levels in this game when back in the day. But yeah, just basically Wilf has got to avoid these things, and we'll see if we can get through here. Wow, that was dodgy, wasn't it? Anyway, and he's got to collect all these things so he can travel through time for his master. And I don't understand why he's doing it, because his master doesn't sound like a very nice guy at all. Wow. London's a druid. How the hell did you get past that? Oh, you've got to go really fast and fly upwards. Wow. Oh, right. Oh, it's first level again. That is really impressive. Anybody ever finished this game, though? I'm assuming if they really were serious about the 500 quid, I bet the last few levels are absolutely horrendously difficult. The first one's pretty simple. I always like the first one. There's dinosaurs with huge tongues. Touch your tongue, you're in trouble. No, get this one. Okay. Do like this game. I've got a copy of it, actually. I've got definitely have a copy of it in my collection. I have the, obviously I've got the soft aid version, I've got the version from there, so. I've got the items. I think it's 12 items per thing. Yeah, because there's 12 rooms. I did say this, didn't I, earlier? There's 12 rooms. Saber-toothed tiger, you got to avoid him. Yeah, be careful. No, don't touch the saber-tooth. He doesn't like it. Sugar walked right into that block. Go down here. There's no reason to go past the saber-toothed tiger, by the way. Absolutely none at all. And pretty well play tested, actually. Sugar. I forgot you can get in and out of there fast enough. I'm an idiot, though. Keep forgetting that kind of thing. Does usually make you go back a long way, though. That's the other thing about this game. Not really concentrating. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So, all that remains for me to say is have a good Christmas. I will see you after Christmas with a new video. Volume 4, I think we're on Volume 3 right now. Volume 4. I will see you after Christmas. Have a lovely time. I'd like to say a special thank you to Daryl, who sent me a Christmas hamper for the kids, me and well, mainly me, but with some chocolates and stuff like that. So thank you very much, Daryl, for that. But everybody else, have a good Christmas, and I'll see you soon. I've been your host, Real Generic Demon, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.